In earlier modules, we created some COVID-related visualizations. And on this page and the next, we will create some of those in Python. So I created an Excel file with the daily cases and daily case numbers and moving averages for the 3 largest counties in the Tampa Bay area, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco, between March 1, 2020 and March 6, 2021. You can download the file from the Canvas page. It's called combined.lsx, and it has 3 sheets, one for Hillsborough, one for Pasco, and one for Pinellas. Now, we only want to, for this exercise, only want to read in the Hillsborough data. And if you look at the documentation for the read Excel pandas function, you will see that one of the parameters is sheet name. And obviously, we can use that sheet name to make sure we only read in a single sheet. So I'm going to go back to my Jupyter notebook. And then what we're going to do is create, let's call it HDF for Hillsborough data frame. Read the Excel file combined.lsx, but only read in the sheet name Hillsborough. And then we might as well print HDF to see what it looks like. So let's run this. And yeah, you see what we get. The problem is that the columns are not particularly helpful. They're called unnamed Hillsborough moving average and Hillsborough, and then moving average Hillsborough along day of event date. So we're going to reset those columns. And we can do that very simply by doing hdf.columns. And we're going to name them date. Let me do this right. Date. Daily cases, and moving average. If we want, we can print out HDF again, just to make sure that we actually do get the right columns. And now we see date, daily cases, moving average. So that looks good. And now what we can do is we can simply plot it. So HDF dot plot, and we want to plot it along the date. And what we want to plot is daily cases and moving average. And let's run this. And now we get a combined line chart. I think there's still a problem in that we have there's too much noise along the x-axis at the bottom. But fortunately, if you look at the function plot in pandas data frame, you will see that there is an option called xticks, which allows me to determine which values to use for the xticks, that is the ticks along the x-axis. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to say xticks equals, and then we make that an empty sequence. And now you see all these sticks have disappeared, and the thing looks a lot better than it did before.